All right, hello and welcome back to the Unbound podcast. This is Abraham Chen with a bunch of Unbounders, and they are all extremely hungry and craving sugar, I should say. So we have an entire panel here to test ice cream for the CDC. We have, not that one. We have Trent here, who is on the CDC, but also on this year, 2021 Apex Forge cabinet. So can you introduce yourself, tell us your name, and where you're from?
Yeah, so I'm Trent. I am from southwestern Missouri. So, yeah, and all the credentials he has so graciously laid out for me. So,
very cool. And we have a bunch of really cool people down this way if you're watching. So, Peyton, same thing. Introduce yourself and then where you're from.
Hi, I'm Peyton Holiday, and I'm from Tupelo, Mississippi.
I'm Titus and I am from Wichita, Kansas.
All right.
I'm Jordan Ulrich. I'm from Central Illinois.
All right. So tell me, guys, where are you with ice cream? Like, do you really like ice cream? Are you okay? Yeah.
So I'm kind of one of those people where I like ice cream to a dangerous extent, so I don't eat it that much.
Okay.
Where if I buy just like a little bit, you can't ever start and stop with a little bit. So if you get a Bluebell jug, you end up being about half of the jug.
You finish it that night.
Yeah, pretty much. So it becomes like a maybe once or twice a year type deal. Either that, or if there's anybody else listening who is from Missouri, you know of Andy's Frozen Custard. That place is paradise, and I'll go there on a regular basis, but it's also expensive, so limiting factor, but probably for reasons.
Well, let's keep going. So, again, we said the CDC is testing ice cream. Mm-hmm. Please explain what the CDC is and what's going on.
So the CDC in the Unbound context stands for the Community Development Committee, and it was started in the aftermath of 2020 Apex Ignites and the ensuing events that replaced it because of COVID called Apex Spark. The whole idea is that Apex Spark was trying to start a movement of rekindling local communities across the country. And the CDC wanted to start seeing that project through a little bit in the year of 2021. So we have a email list and a bunch of other projects going on where we are sending out people challenges on a weekly to bi-weekly basis to fulfill certain community objectives. So simple stuff like having people over to your house for dinner, or going and interviewing somebody at your church who is wiser than you and you can possibly learn some information from. And yeah, just silly stuff like that. And we're also building up a little bit towards Apex this year, Apex Forge. And we're partnering a little bit in and tying the community side and the cultural side together a little bit.
All right, very cool. And so, again, why ice cream tonight?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So we were just looking for a way to make the whole idea of building community a little bit more fun. And what's one of the best ways to get past any awkward or just silence with anybody, just eat ice cream.
Sugar.
So we've decided, it gets everybody talking. It's great. So we just decided that we wanted to do a cooperative event with a bunch of different individuals in the Unbound community, and we're calling it Sherbert Ice, which stands for Super Hilarious, Extra Terrific, but Extremely Awesome Ice Cream Events. Or did I mess it up? Sorry. Super Hilarious, Extra Terrific.
No, extra ridiculous.
Extra ridiculous, but extremely terrific ice cream events. Thank you, Titus.
I have high expectations for tonight. All right.
Yes.
So, we are going to go ahead, for those of you guys listening at home, we're going to go ahead and taste test a bunch of different brands. Mm-hmm. I think these are blind tests, right? Again, Trent is running this. And so...
It's going smoothly, as you can see.
We haven't got to the ice cream yet.
All right, so... how is this going to work?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So about a week ago, we posted on both the forums and the Unbound Facebook group a poll for all of you guys to vote on your favorite ice cream brands. And after that, we tallied the votes, and we have 4 brands. I believe they are Bluebell, Haagen-Dazs, what's the other one? Briars, and then we also have some homemade ice cream because that was really popular, furnished by our own Jordan Ulrich. So we're going to be tasting all of those blind and ranking them each on a scale of 1 to 10 individually. Then we will tally up the total and proclaim the unofficially official ice cream of the Unbound community when all is said and done.
There you go. Personally, I think Haagen-Dazs is very there's like levels. Haagen-Dazs is kind of slept on, but obviously like very good. So we'll see. All right, I guess we'll go for it. Let's just jump right in. Donnie Emick, he is former cabinet, great friend and leader from
and resident sugar crash.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, here's our first round. So we're gonna try that one.
All right, dig in.
All right, let's go.
And just so you guys know, I'm eating all the burgers in the back.
Donnie,
So
just
long
said-
as you leave some for us.
Yep, he is eating all the stuff in the back. So
I don't think we have to taste it all at the same time. Just go for it.
Okay.
yeah, this is not communing, guys. Just go.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Very vanilla-y.
Very rich.
All right. And by the way, so all these flavors are vanilla, right?
Yes. Yeah. And that's just the easiest baseline to maintain across all ice cream. So.
Huh.
Yeah. And plus, it was kind of hard to make anything besides vanilla homemade ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's I think I know which brand it is. I would probably say that's Briars, but
Really?
it's good. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a little bit on the heavier side. Really creamy. Really.
Yeah, I
vanilla
think I have my answer. But what are your guys' relationship to like different? Are there any biases? Are there any favorites so far? Like, what brands would you go to usually if you're in the store?
I tend to be biased towards the homemade,
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
personally.
I tend to be
Oh,
biased
really?
towards frozen yogurt instead of ice cream.
Really? Okay.
So-
Okay, so frozen yogurt. Okay.
So we have
I'm-
our special critic over here.
All the connoisseurs, yeah. These are high level, like homemade stuff. So this is beyond grocery store stuff. Okay. So what do you guys think?
It was good.
Well, Peyton has not had enough sugar yet. We'll get there.
Peyton's just going to be like, everyone's good.
You know what? I'm gonna take another bite.
Yeah, same.
We've got plenty here to go, people. Let's see.
Okay.
Refreshing the memory.
Get a little bit bigger one this time.
All right.
For the
We're gonna
record,
slide
again,
that down here.
if you're listening, hopefully you are aware that this is the ice cream episode, and you have some of your favorite ice cream along as well. So again, everyone's savoring it. I am. Should I just
Flavor's
say
really
it?
strong right from the start.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is Haagen-Dazs.
I think it's
Really?
Bluebell.
Really?
Wow.
And to be fair, I haven't had Bluebell a whole lot. So
Well,
Yeah.
I've never had, is it Haagen-Dazs?
yeah,
I've
really,
never had that before.
Really?
I've never
Yeah.
had Bluebell
really.
before.
Huh.
Oh.
So,
Man,
Why
you just
did-
angered like all the time.
sorry, you guys.
Oh, wait, so how have you never had Haagen-Dazs? I'm just literally curious.
I've just never heard of the brand, and it's not
Really?
something
Really?
like my family when we go out and buy ice cream at the store. We usually buy the big gallon thing,
Yeah.
and so usually it's just Prairie Farms,
Okay.
and that's the
Yeah.
cheapest one there is.
Well,
so,
so see, Haagen-Dazs was always like the very, bougie, like expensive
Yes.
ice cream that like maybe it
Gotcha.
was someone's birthday and we get like a
Mhm.
carton of that. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also never had Haagen-Dazs because
Really?
it was always the bougie ice cream. So you never get that.
Okay.
So basically, we have like combined the greatest and most ignorant ice cream community of all time.
Exactly. What more could you want?
We're as impartial as it gets because we're completely uninformed.
They say have every taste like it was your first. This is.
Exactly.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so I want the final votes for what that was. I have Abe, I have Peyton, I have Trent. What about you two?
What brand do you think it is?
It's Haagen-Dazs, Bluebell, and
Briars.
Briars.
Take your time.
I'm gonna go
This is a serious
Briars.
decision.
I see, like,
I don't
from my
think it was-
experience, Briars are usually a little grainier, especially for vanilla.
Yeah.
Mm.
This
I don't
was
think it's
definitely
Briars.
creamy versus
Yeah.
icy.
And this is
Yeah.
very creamy, so I would say Haagen-Dazs.
Mhm.
I'm probably just gonna go with what Abe said because he's had it before. So yeah, I'll go with Haagen-Dazs.
And then we also need to rate on a scale of 1 to 10.
That is true.
Mm.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I would probably That was good. I'll give that an 8.
That was
Yeah, that was really good.
and also we'll get to that, but I love vanilla, so that was really good vanilla.
Mhm.
Yeah. The flavor was like right there right away.
Yeah, and it's
And
ice
so-
cream. It actually was like nice and
It was
like,
very, it
creamy.
definitely was very rich though. Like I couldn't
Mhm.
have a lot of that.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense for it to be Haagen-Dazs. I mean, they sell them those tiny little.
that's a good point.
Mm.
For like $10 or something.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the
Put it
little
in
Haagen-Dazs container was
Yeah.
what 2/3 the cost of a giant gallon of Bluebell. So,
Cool.
Okay, ready for round 2?
oh yeah.
All right. Here is the second round. Knock yourselves out.
Go ahead. Also, as you guys are eating the spoons, what is your guys' favorite flavor? Just go-to flavor.
Yeah, peanut
Slide
butter.
that down here.
Peanut butter is up there. Caramel pretzel crunch is another real one.
I'm gonna give you this.
That's an extra mic.
So,
I've made a mistake.
speaking to that.
Mm,
That's British.
Yep. That's Briar's.
I'm inclined to agree.
It tastes like the last one.
No. No.
No.
All right.
Well, the last one was Haagen-Dazs and this one was Breyer, so that's an indictment.
Yeah,
of
the last
Haagen-Dazs.
I changed my vote, and the last one's not Briar's. This one's Briar's.
Yeah.
I mean, it tastes like
It's-
ice cream.
So the flavor is really similar, but it's a lot lighter. It feels like it's more airy.
It's more
Yeah.
icy than creamy.
Yeah.
The flavor
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
stay quite as long as the last
Mhm.
one either.
Like
Yeah.
I already lost it. The other one
Yeah.
I could still taste before I tasted this one.
Mhm. Yeah.
Interesting.
It feels thin.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
Thin ice cream.
I love the descriptions here.
Well, it's true
If
though,
you eat
because this
this
one
ice
isn't
cream,
like
you'll be
as
thin.
this one isn't as creamy
yeah.
as
Yeah.
the last one.
It's more
It's not
icy.
as rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ice
You
cream.
can,
It's either
you
creamy
can
or
feel
icy.
ice crystals.
Yeah, that's it. It's like you're eating flavored snow.
So
I feel that's a bit harsh.
Well,
It's still good.
yeah, it's still good. I'd eat a gallon of it easily.
a gallon of snow?
Well,
Well.
if you flavored it vanilla, then maybe.
I mean, yeah, it's those ice cream thing where you just like have like the ice and you just like
Yeah, we're just gonna make a
Whatever,
snow
like,
cone
but
style,
it's-
just a bunch of vanilla syrup, right?
yeah, exactly. And you like spread like the I don't know the food coloring stuff on top.
Yep.
It's, the vanilla flavor is also a bit more raw and less rich than the last one was.
Mhm. That's
Like it's
interesting.
more. If you guys ever like actually tasted vanilla, like you smell it smells good, and then you taste it like
Mm,
that,
yeah.
like a little alcohol-y.
Yes.
I kind of
Well,
get that
it
vibe.
is, so.
I'm kind of getting that vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, we feeling good about this then?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Votes.
I would say it's Briar's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doubling up on Briar's.
Briars and 6 out of 10.
I think I'm just gonna end up voting Briar's all 3 times.
Yeah. Briar's here.
Okay.
5 out of 10 though.
Ooh,
I-
okay.
All right,
Yeah,
total
it was
score.
average.
What's the total score? Peyton,
Um,
what do you think it is?
I'm gonna go with Briar's as well because
You
I
know
just majority is right, correct?
Almost
Not
all
very
the
time.
time.
The unbound ethos. Go with the majority.
And I'm gonna go with a 3 out of 10.
Oh
Ooh,
wow.
Mark.
Okay. So here's the thing: is that I would describe anything below 5 distinctly means you didn't like it. So
Yeah.
the problem is
Yeah.
that since I would still eat a gallon of this stuff easily, I'm gonna go with like a 6 at least.
Okay, okay.
So
Okay, reach a general consensus because I am not taking an average.
I would rate it. Yeah, I would say like a 6, a little higher, but it was
Yeah.
definitely average.
So with her 3, let's say a 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
5.
I'll
It
compromise.
was very
there.
average. It
Yeah.
tastes like what you would have at like some
It's-
random
yeah,
buffet.
it's
It's
clearly
like what you have at a
better
birthday
than
party
the
on the
Prairie
cake.
Farms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clearly better than like the Prairie Farms Party Pail, which is also what I grew up on.
Yep.
All right.
Party Pail.
All right.
Yes.
Did you guys answer the favorite flavor question?
I have not answered the flavor question because I don't have.
You don't have one. Okay.
Wow.
Well, I understand that. I don't like
It's ice
favorite.
I like chocolate and vanilla mixed.
Okay. Okay, Jordan.
So if we're talking just like general flavors, I like butter pecan. That one's
Oh,
always
yeah, okay.
usually
Very
Pretty
solid
good.
choice.
But then there's always like those just small town ice cream shops that have those random flavors that are always really, really good. And so there's a few.
Like there's the strange kind of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll get to that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what's
Interesting.
bacon ice cream when you get in that department?
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. I've had like bacon with ice cream.
We have bacon
With-
in the fridge.
Yeah. Hey, it's
We'd have for
basically
breakfast.
a bacon s'more. Like think about it that way.
I have a question for the group.
All right, let's do the next one.
All right,
The best
round
ice
3,
cream
and
first.
then we'll hear the question.
Yes, let's
All
definitely
right.
hear the question after.
All right, there's round 3.
Okay. Dig in.
That's
I feel so abandoned.
Sorry, Trent.
What?
There we go. Ooh.
Honestly, guys, okay, this is like for the visual cue. Like visually, this doesn't look great.
But it's delicious. It tastes a little cinnamony.
giving a
Ooh,
second.
that's good, yeah. Now, as far as texture, this is just snow with flavoring.
Yeah, actually though.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is very
We have some napkins.
Making a mess.
Please.
We know whose mess it is.
At least like
There is a trail.
That's why you lick the whole spoon.
Be thorough.
Just take a roll of paper towels, you slob.
Can I get one of those, please?
What do you guys think?
Yeah, it definitely has that cinnamon kick to it. So, we usually do this homemade just by a texture. But, yeah, the flavor is really good. The texture is lacking, but the flavor is fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it was very snowy. That's why I was like, visually, it's not ice cream, really. It's just like clumpy. But, I mean, it tasted good.
It's
Mine was
more
crunchy.
like milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
And
you
it
go.
was good.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, if I was sitting down to eat homemade ice cream, I would think, oh, this is fantastic, especially because I cannot make my own homemade ice cream. So, anytime somebody actually did it, I'd be impressed.
Yeah.
So,
But, like, the flavor was, it was really, really,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody in agreement on which one this is? What do you guys
Homemade.
think? Homemade.
It's definitely the homemade one.
All right, and then do we want to score? Or do we want to spare Jordan's feelings? Right?
so
Whatever you guys think, I'm good
Jordan's
with.
here because he makes ice cream.
Yeah.
But
I hope
yes,
that's
he
not
is-
the only reason I'm here.
He's a professional.
Yeah, he's our ice cream expert, so we expect him to have gotten all of this exactly right. And if he doesn't, he gets fired after this.
Oh.
I try my best. After an hour and a half of hand cranking it gets kind of tired. So,
But yes. Yeah, anyways, yeah. That's Jordan made this stuff. He is really good. That's why he's here. And so do we want to get a score? I don't know.
Well, I would say
go
this.
for it.
Homemade ice cream, 10 out of 10. So the best homemade
Yeah.
I've ever had.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So take everything else you hear with a grain of salt.
Yep.
Jordan is
No,
the guy, so I know.
I'm probably going to agree with this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to counterpoint because
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't even heard my rating yet.
of homemade ice cream.
Oh.
8 out of 10.
Oh.
Okay.
Getting harsh here.
Maybe even 7.
More
I'll
easy.
go- I was thinking 8 out of 10 because it was really good, but I had a piece of ice in my scoop and I crushed it.
Okay.
We should
No.
definitely
Yeah.
classify this like separately from the rest of the ice cream.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's
I think
fair
definitely, I mean, you're going to get this with homemade ice cream
Yes.
pretty
No,
much
but
every
that's not
time.
the point.
It's because, like,
Exactly.
flavor is always going to be really good.
Exactly.
But the texture is not going to ever be that silky smooth of all the other ice
Yep.
Yes.
That is very
Yeah.
fair. All right, I think we have. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And plus, the thing about this ice cream, this homemade ice cream, is it's actually goat milk
Yes.
homemade ice
Whoa.
cream.
Okay.
Oh.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So is that where the cinnamon flavor come from?
No, I'm not sure where the cinnamon flavor comes from. Yes, I can't say that word sometimes. But yeah, it's just straight up vanilla. So
That's really cool.
Well,
Okay, we ready for round 4?
Yes.
This
Let's
is
do
your
it.
final round. You better get it right.
I feel like we should have like the music playing in the
Dun,
background.
dun.
Yes.
Plates on the table.
Michael, our producer, will add that music.
Sure, I can sing it for you.
Well, that is smooth.
Good. It's really operatic style.
Well,
That was bigger than expected, but okay.
Going the whole hog.
okay, that was definitely the smoothest out of all of them.
Yeah.
It's just like
phenomenal.
silk.
I think this is the bluebell.
This is Bluebell.
Yeah.
Like the flavor is not nearly as good as the Haagen-Dazs or the alleged Haagen-Dazs. But like that texture.
It's powdery. Like at the end of it,
Like
it's
gunpowder?
powdery. Yeah. Good, and powdery in a good way. Like a powdery sugar cookie at the end of it. That's how I describe it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, what brand do you think this is?
It's
Bluebell.
Bluebell.
It's Bluebell. Huh.
Okay, and
Rating?
final rating.
Ah, well.
I just don't think the flavor was as good.
I
It's
think,
smooth.
honestly, I will say it's a 7. Like, I think it's good. But I will say out of everything I've tasted tonight, it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say 6.
Okay.
I'd say 5 out of 10.
What I would say is that the texture is better than the one we think was Briar's.
Yes.
The flavor is about the same. I don't think it was better or worse.
Yeah,
So
and
I'll
yeah.
put
The
it.
flavor's a little better than the Briars.
Yeah, and personally,
Not much, but a
see, the
little
thing is, like, I mean, I do think that this one was, like, a little, it wasn't as light as the alleged, what was it?
Briars.
The Briar's
Briar's,
one.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I prefer mine with a little more weight. So the Haagen-Dazs, the homemade, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so we put Briar's at 5, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
This
So-
one's a little light. Yep.
I would put it 6 or 7.
Sick.
6.
I think we
Because you
can
got
agree
you
on
said
the
6, you had 5.
Yeah, but we can agree on a
Yeah.
6.
Yeah,
Six, right?
that sounds fair. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think these are all the ice creams we have, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Are we
you
having
want
results?
the- yeah, so you want the tallies here?
Drum roll, please.
Okay, so the only person who got more than one right was Peyton.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, so she got Bluebell and the homemade correct. Everybody else, you guys were totally lame. You only got.
Oh,
Wow.
I totally thought I had all
Okay,
of them.
so we have a total, like the highest overall score was the Bluebell, 8 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow,
and
wow.
Briar's was next, just below that at 6 out of 10.
Wow.
So we had,
Yeah,
so that's the total overall, and so yeah, Peyton,
Interesting.
I guess Peyton wins. She,
Okay, so
she
wait,
has a
let me
much
get this
more
straight.
refined sense of ice cream taste than the rest of you.
So it's
So
harder,
Bluebell
wasn't
got
it?
last place.
So what was all the scores?
So we had Bluebell 8 out of 10. Haagen-Dazs, what you guys all guessed Haagen-Dazs was Briar's. Everybody.
Wow.
So you guys got Haagen-Dazs completely wrong and rated 5 out of 10. And then
Wow.
Briar's was 6 out of 10 and you thought Briar's was Bluebell.
Wow.
All right, Texans, you made your point.
So that's where we are.
Well,
All right.
Haagen-Dazs is not as good as we thought.
Wow, yeah.
So Bluebell's where it's at.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow. Wait, so the first one's Bluebells.
The very first one was Bluebell, then the
Really?
second one
Yes,
was
I knew it was
First one
Bluebell.
was Bluebell,
Wow.
second one was Haagen-Dazs, third one was homemade, and fourth was Briar's.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a curveball. I totally thought
Yeah,
I'm genuinely
we had them all
surprised.
right, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Very, very interesting. So, Titus, did you have a question that you wanted to ask?
Right. So like, what's the strangest way you guys have ever seen ice cream eaten
Hmm.
by yourself or a friend?
Strangest way.
Strangest way. So like,
Can I say
some
like?
people put salt on their ice cream.
Oh,
some people
also
do-
like toppings and whatnot.
not toppings, like just ice cream. But like, what did they do to it to make it weird?
What about like licking it
Or-
off the table?
Yeah, licking up like.
Yeah, well,
Wait, you don't do that, Peyton?
I do.
Well,
Okay.
I did see you guys earlier today eating mochi with chopsticks, and that was pretty hilarious.
So yes, we are currently gathered in Jackson, Tennessee. We had sushi and we had mochi green tea ice cream. Some of you guys for the first time, and we definitely murdered them. Like in the
Yes.
most literal way possible.
It was like watching a fish try and slurp seaweed off
The point is, we ate ice cream with chopsticks successfully,
Hey.
Yep.
with moderate success. at least.
90% of the ice cream made it to your mouth and not on the floor.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think Titus is the only one that really struggled with it.
That's because I'm gonna sit there and it melted.
Yes.
I'm sure.
He is eat it fast,
Yes.
Yep.
especially in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
The one takeaway: eat mochi when you get it.
No, eat ice cream fast.
Yeah.
Well, there. Yes.
So, just out of curiosity, how did the mochi compare to all the stuff that we just tasted?
It wasn't
Oh
vanilla,
my
so we can't.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
compare.
green
yeah.
tea, which is a unique flavor for ice cream, and it was like wrapped in rice paper, so it was kind of tough to get the texture.
Well, personally,
I think
I've
that's
had
pretty
a
smooth.
couple
It
mochis,
was very smooth.
and it was really not bad. But I have definitely had better mochi ice cream. Just saying. So
I would have said it would have been about average compared to
Yeah,
like
not gonna
these
lie.
ones, like right in the middle,
not gonna lie,
probably.
it was pretty. I mean, it was good. It was
Mhm.
very, very serviceable mochi ice cream. But there's definitely been better, or it is better stuff out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably about as good of mochi quality as we have of sushi quality.
Well, I feel like back to your question, Titus. I feel like you kind of have something in mind since you asked it. Do you have
I have a
any
friend.
weird? Okay.
Oh.
This friend exclusively eats his ice cream out of a mug, and it has to be like a third full of just milk. So he like
So he adds oil.
he just thins his ice cream down with
Ew.
milk, and he'll only ever eat out of a mug.
Well, I guess that's isn't that like a milkshake basically?
Very watered down
Basically.
milkshake.
Yeah, like
at
he
that
doesn't, he
point.
doesn't stir it up. He just like scoops it out.
Interesting.
And then
Okay.
drinks the rest of it?
I guess I actually don't know.
That is.
Hmm.
But the chopstick thing is my stranger, so I now have a new
Yeah.
new stranger story.
There's just something off-putting about that. I can't put my finger on it, but there's just something. It
Just-
feels like it's butchery.
What- okay.
Yeah, there's something
Wonderful
very
creation.
strange.
The question would be what
Yeah,
kind of
and
milk?
un-American,
Whole milk,
not
2%, 1%.
If it's skim milk and he's eating that ice cream, that's just wrong.
Skim milk is just wrong.
I feel like that was the
No,
question,
that's
Titus.
all I drink. Is skim milk.
Is this person in the Unbound community, or is this?
No, this friend is not there.
Okay.
This,
So that
this
was, I
friend will
guess-
never watch this podcast, probably. So
So I can say whatever
I
I
feel
want and not worry about somebody coming knocking on my door in the middle of the night.
That's correct.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Because like, you're right though. Like first when you watch it, you're just like, I can't put my finger on it, but this is wrong.
You could put your finger in it.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think this is weird, but my mom does have like cereal with ice cream sometimes. So like less sweet ice cream. I mean,
What-
not ice cream. Sorry, cereal. So like
What
say,
kind of cereal?
cornflakes
Okay.
or whatnot. So I don't think that's
People
weird.
dip French
That's
fries
not-
in their ice
that's-
cream.
Yeah.
That's actually good.
Different. No,
I know.
That's
no,
good.
it's not.
That is
Yes, it is.
But it's milkshake, and it has to be a steak and shake. Otherwise, it.
Well,
It's
Or
a-
Wendy's.
it's exclusively
I've seen it done at Wendy's.
At
as well.
McDonald's.
McDonald's ain't bad.
I will admit to ignorance on the issue of McDonald's, considering I haven't had a McDonald's.
I haven't tried the other ones though. Like I haven't tried Wendy's and I haven't tried what was the other one you said?
Steak and shake.
Steak and Shake. I
Well,
haven't
Steak and
done
Shake
it
is-
there.
Yeah.
I've
I
had
would
their
say- yeah.
And also
I-
Chick-fil-A, when you can get the kids meal and get the toy and get the ice cream in exchange for a toy and then dip those waffle fries in it. It's really good.
No.
You exchange the ice cream for the toy and
And
then you
then
dip
dip
the
the
waffle.
toy.
What?
You might need to clarify
So
this,
you're dipping
Peyton.
the toy in the ice cream?
No, the French fries.
You're dipping the French fries in the ice cream.
Yes.
So you don't exchange the toy for it.
You ask that you replace the toy with ice cream.
Okay, I got
And the
you.
kids-
now.
Oh,
Do you do that?
You can do that.
You can do that. It is $5 and you get
Wait,
the
it's extra $5
No,
too?
no, no. It's like a total of $5. It's a total of $5 to get chicken nuggets and a special drink and ice cream and fries from Chick-fil-A.
Special
So, in other words, I've been ordering.
Well, I mean,
wrong
it's like
at
apple
Chick-fil-A.
juice.
So in other words, that's in the budget of Unbound students.
Exactly. So go get a kids
So,
meal at Chick-fil-A
How to make
and
Chick-fil-A
ask for
affordable.
ice cream.
You can. I mean, you're on Unbound student, so you can pretend that's for your kid, but then just go to your car and eat yourself. So,
I mean,
Yep.
I don't even pretend. I just ask for it.
good for you. Good for you.
I'm
a child.
I'm kidding. I'm just saying.
I mean, you're so
She's
persuasive.
young at heart.
How young?
I'll leave that up to you to answer.
Well, there we go, guys. Hopefully, you've been enjoying some ice cream over there on your own. I want to thank everyone who's been on, who is on this podcast right now. Jordan, Titus, Peyton, Trent. Guys, thank you. Hopefully, you enjoyed all these different kinds of ice cream. And also, yeah, remember to get out there, fellowship with people,
Mhm.
get out there with the CDC, this one, okay? And
COVID-free ice cream. It's been tested.
exactly. Yeah, and again, the whole point is that hopefully we're out there building some community. So, Trent, for CDC, do you have any other last words?
Yeah, just if you aren't really aware with all the stuff we're doing, just keep an eye out on Facebook, and you'll see us posting there every once in a while with some new information. and every once in a while we'll refurbish our email list, and that's the best place to keep in touch with us and be aware of all the challenges we're doing. And it's really cool, so I encourage you guys to reach out to us if you want to get on the list and sign up.
Awesome. Again, if you're listening and you are not an Unbound student or interested in Unbound or the STEM program, there are notes, there are links in the show notes below, so go check those out. And guys, again, be Unbound, and I will catch you guys later. Woo! All right.
Ice cream.
All right, let's get sugared up.